I retired at 59 and a half, and I don't regret it, not even a little bit. What surprises people isn't that I left, it's that I didn't fall apart afterwards. Everybody warned me about getting bored. I was warned about losing my purpose. I was warned that if I stopped working too soon, I'd lose my edge, maybe even lose myself. But here's what nobody told me. The things I thought I'd miss, I didn't. The stress I thought I could handle, I couldn't. And the freedom I thought would feel reckless or lazy just feels right. If you're in your 50s or early 60s and you're tired, but you're afraid to step away, this video is for you. Today I want to share what actually happens when you leave corporate life, or the rat race earlier than most. Not the brochure version, but reality. When I retired at 59 and a half, I expected a transition. What I didn't expect was a revelation, because most of what we're told about retirement, especially early retirement, is flat wrong. Let me walk you through the 4 things that really changed for me. Number 1, you don't miss what you think you'll miss. Everyone warned me, you'll miss the structure, you'll miss the people, you'll miss feeling needed. And I believed that. I missed the people a little, but not nearly as much as I thought I would. But what I actually felt was relief. Real relief. The first Sunday night, without that low-grade anxiety humming in the background, I noticed it immediately. No mental rehearsal of Monday meetings, no inbox dread, no bracing for the week. I didn't lose purpose. I lost pressure. And those 2 things are very different. I still wake up with intention. I still build, I still create. I just don't do it under someone else's timeline or on a clock. And that distinction matters more than I realized. The second thing I realized is that time feels completely different. When you're working full-time, especially in your 50s, your life is scheduled down to the minute. Your time belongs to meetings, to deadlines, sometimes to traffic, to other obligations. Even your mornings feel borrowed. After I retired, something subtle but really powerful happened. Time softened. Mornings weren't a launch sequence anymore. I could sit with my Bible and do some praying without looking at the clock. I can go for a walk on a random Tuesday and not feel like I'm getting away with something. I could think without rushing to the next obligation. And here's something I didn't expect. My body changed. When the pressure lifted, my nervous system finally caught up. I didn't realize how much tension I was carrying until it wasn't there anymore. My sleep improved. My patience improved, especially with those I really care about. Even my thinking felt clearer. At our age, stress isn't just inconvenient, it compounds. And when it stops compounding, you feel it. My third realization was that I was more burned out than I knew. I thought I was just getting older. Turns out I was just worn down. There's a difference. When you stay in high responsibility mode for decades, fatigue becomes normal. You don't question it, you just power through. You wake up tired, you go to bed tired. You tell yourself, that's adulthood, quit complaining, put on your big boy pants. But here's the truth, I didn't know how exhausted I was until I wasn't. Once the chronic pressure stopped, I realized I'd been running on fumes. Retiring didn't make me lazy. It made me human again. And I think a lot of people in their late 50s are walking around thinking they're aging when what they're really experiencing is long-term burnout. Realization number 4, simple feels rich. Before I retired, I had this subtle belief that freedom had to look impressive. Big travel, big upgrades, big lifestyle. But freedom at 59 and a half isn't flashy. It's peaceful. It's a Wednesday afternoon nap without guilt. It's lunch with my wife without checking my phone. It's not dreading Monday morning, because there's no Monday morning in that sense anymore. When you stop chasing more, what you really have starts feeling like enough. And simple costs less than you think. You don't need the fantasy version of retirement in order to be free. You just need margin. You need ownership of your time. You need enough. That word again. Enough. It changed everything for me. And here's the deeper shift. Retirement isn't just about your finances. It's identity. For decades, we introduced ourselves by what we do. We perform, we produce, we achieve, we measure ourselves against metrics. When you retire, especially before 60, you step out of that performance loop. There's no more reviews, no status ladder that you're trying to climb, no proving your value in quarterly increments. That can feel scary at first, but it's also deeply peaceful because you realize something. Your worth was never supposed to be tied to your output. When I retired, My life didn't shrink. It expanded inward. It became mine again. Now listen, I'm not telling everyone to walk in tomorrow and quit. That's not responsible. But if you're sitting there at 57, 58, 59, tired, wondering if you can do this, I want you to know something. Retirement doesn't automatically steal your purpose. Sometimes it gives it back. The fear of stepping away is often louder than the reality of stepping away. And if simple is enough for you, you may be closer than you think. So let me ask you something. What are you most afraid of if you retire? Are you afraid of not having structure? Are you afraid of the income loss, a loss of identity, a loss of feeling relevant? Drop that in the comments, because when you share it, you'll find you're not the only one thinking it. And if this resonated with you, make sure you're subscribed. This channel is about retirement as it actually feels, not just how it looks on paper. I retired at 59 and a half with no regrets, and if you're thoughtful about it, you might be able to do the same. Thanks for watching. God bless.